What was I thinking? 3-0, 4-0. Statement victory. Only Chelsea Football Club can bring the fan base down after a glamorous window like that, an iconic, historic window that we had in January. Only Chelsea Football Club can bring us back down to earth. If anything, Fulham probably looked like they were going to steal the victory.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea 0, Fulham 0. And it's Saturday morning for me. And now I have to enjoy the entire weekend with this particular draw. Look, I said it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We'll talk about the match, obviously. If results continue like this, if I can't even expect a victory at home after having 2 weeks off to work on all my tactics and whatnot, if I can't expect a victory against Fulham after having the kind of window that we did, then what's the point? What's the point? What's the excuse now? How can we? I don't think the owners will appreciate it. I don't think the owners deserve this. Graham Potter has to change this around once again. Next game, West Ham. We've got to win. If people are telling me, Miz, you can't expect to win. After the West Ham game, it's Dortmund. I've got full expectations that we need to go through as far as possible in the Champions League. If we can't get a win, what are we doing then? What's the purpose of this season? What is the purpose? I understand it's going to take time. I'm patient, but being patient doesn't mean let's just not win anything. It also still means let's pick up the victories. The lineup. I wouldn't have used Mount and Gallagher. In my preview, I had at least Chukwuemeka. Mount and Gallagher, as for me, it's mad, man. It's psychotic. It's a problem. This is where Graham Potter needs to take responsibility. It's not about a cardio session, man, just because they can run around. We need far better quality. Yeah, there's bits and pieces where all of a sudden they produce something, Mount with a lovely cross or Gallagher with a lovely shot. But overall, it's disgusting. Havertz as well. As a striker, Graham Potter really needs to start thinking, yeah, he might have good movement. He can't hold the ball. He can't even trap the ball. He's so lightweight. David Datro Fofana came on and looked probably better, and that's something to think about. In the first half, I'm not even going to blame Graham Potter, to be honest. I personally felt tactically we were okay. We were getting into good areas, but the players that were getting into good areas just couldn't give us what we needed. Gallagher, Mount, Havertz, the same usual suspect. Even throwing Ziyech. Not good enough. Madueke came on and looked like, he was interested to take players on. He looked good. Enzo Fernandez, I'm telling you right now, I'm worried these players, if we don't weed them out of here soon, they'll bring Enzo Fernandez to their level. But you know what I really liked about Enzo Fernandez? First of all, Enzo Fernandez looked like he was he looked the part. By far the better player, the best technical player in that entire team. Everything he was doing from midfield, wow. He was even winning duels, ground duels to win the ball back. Enzo Fernandez, I'm telling you, there was at least twice I saw where he was upset how easily some of the Chelsea players gave the ball away. He was throwing his hand up saying, come on. I'm telling you right now, Enzo Fernandez will not take rubbish performances because this guy looks like he's a serious player. He's going to be a leader one day. He's already showing characteristics of a leader. He's playing in Argentina with Messi, McAllister, Rodrigo de Paul, Angel Di Maria, players that don't give away possession that easily. And he's come to Chelsea Football Club where players are just willy-nilly giving away possession. It's not good enough, man. 0-0 at home to Fulham. I completely appreciate Fulham. Respect them. They're organized, well trained, well coached by Marco Silva. Willian, oh my God, looked so good. Better than most of our players. I also don't appreciate what Mark Cucurella is doing lately. Mark Cucurella from the left side, yeah, okay, solid as, safe as a defender, but you have a player like Mudryk, link up with him, give him the pass immediately, let him explode. But obviously now we hear that Mudryk has had a cold. Why did he even start then? That's on Graham Potter. If he's got a cold, he's not fit enough to play. That's why it looked a bit strange. Mudryk was not involved in that first half. He was trying his hardest, but all of our attacks were on the right side. We didn't involve him. There were times where Mount was the furthest player forward. I'm like, Mudryk should be there. So was he fit? Was he not fit? Why is he starting if he's not fit? But Cucurella, too safe. Way too many times trying to pass it sideways or backwards. No. You need to be an energetic, enthusiastic fullback, overlapping, underlapping, coming into midfield. Pass that ball to Mudryk straight away. Way too passive, way too safe. It's not going to cut it. Chilwell will steal your position. If you want to be safe, you want to be passive, you just want to look after that you didn't make any mistakes, that's not good enough. First half, as I said, tactically, I don't think I could blame Potter too much, but I know there are people out there that probably blame him. I completely understand your standpoint. They're saying, what was the game plan to beat Fulham? What did we try to do to negate their plan? It looked like Fulham absolutely dismantled us with whatever plan we had. Fulham diluted our plans, especially second half. Second half, I think we can blame Graham Potter. This is where I'm very critical of Graham Potter. And I don't think the owners, you continue like this, the way before, this couple of weeks break and the transfer window ending, 10 Premier League games, 2 wins. I don't think the owners will appreciate that. I'm not saying he's going to get the sack today. No, I'm not saying he's going to get the sack against West Ham if we don't pick up the win. But start piling up these results. My man, the pressure will be on you. There is no more excuse. There is no more excuse. Next game, João Felix has to start. I don't care who you drop, whether it's Mount or Gallagher, drop one. Once Kovacic comes back as well in midfield, and there's João Felix and Enzo, maybe Mount and Gallagher doesn't get an opportunity. Now you really have to think hard about what you want to do with Kai Havertz. You've made a bold move with Aubameyang, dropping him, no problems. Everyone has who they fancy and want. No, you don't fancy Oba, no problems. You want to be ruthless, but be ruthless to the players that are not performing well week in, week out. It's complete rubbish. Every single week, Havertz, Mount, Gallagher, rubbish. They're gonna lose your job. They're gonna lose the job for you. I fully expect us to do well in the Champions League with the caliber of players we have. If we don't go through Dortmund, once again, very respectful towards Dortmund, but this is Chelsea Football Club. I'm not here to see some pretty football. I need results. The fan base needs results. I had about close to 900 people live on the watch-along post-match, and I did a poll. After 700 votes, 61% were Potter out. And this will only escalate even more as time goes on if the results don't go our way, because now there's literally no more excuses. Second half, seriously, we had no plans in the second half. Sterling comes on. He looked like he was trying to do all by himself. Everyone was trying to do things all by themselves because they didn't believe on a particular plan as to how to dismantle Fulham. And if you can't dismantle Fulham, next up is West Ham, who are battling in the relegation battle. Do you think that's going to be easy? Do you think any game's going to be easy? This isn't some sort of a free ride of a season. Whatever happens, happens. Why? We need to see some sort of incremental development. The fact that we had 2 weeks off and this is the performance, I thought there would be some understanding, some level of chemistry. Okay, Enzo Fernandez just came in, no problems. But Enzo probably was the best player in midfield. Enzo's not even the problem. Enzo, if anything, is lifting our quality. What about other players? What about the players like Gallagher, Mount, Havertz, Cucurella, Ziyech? What are we working on in the training ground? Lots of the fans were telling me, 2 weeks break for Chelsea. This is going to be good. We can work on some of our things, fine-tune some of our things. What did we fine-tune? There was few people in my live chat, in the watch-along, telling me, Fulham looked like the team they spent 600 million. We spent 600 million, ladies and gentlemen, over the last 2 windows. Look, I'll tell you right now. I'm convinced our owners are ruthless. I'm convinced our owners have ambition. I'm convinced our owners want this football club to go back to the top, and they will not hesitate if results don't start going our way. I said it in the preview that with 18 remaining games, now 17, 18 remaining games, we need at least 11 victories. I didn't ask for 18 out of 18, 11 victories. All right? And already 17 now, and we don't have a victory. We've got to show something. West Ham, we better pattern up quick. Lineup's got to be spot on. And these players, I don't know what Mount, Gallagher, and Havertz have on Graham Potter. I don't know. Is Graham Potter scared that what the media will say? And if you're scared, then maybe you just don't have the, as some would say, minerals to do this job. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are. It's a sucky feeling for this weekend, but yeah, let me know how you feel. Smash the like button if you can, and please leave your comments as to how you felt about that game and where is your mindset. What do you think about Potter? What are you in? Are you out? Why? Player performances? What are the excuses now? Let me know it all. And what's your expectation? Most importantly, I think that's what I want to know as well. Till next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.